Welcome to our next junior number video. We're going to chat about percentages and how to find the full quantity. Now, in a couple of videos ago, we were looking at finding the original value of a percentage. And this is a slightly different technique, in fact, quite different technique. And a lot of students get confused between these two techniques. We get straight into examples. So here we go. Example 1. If 10% of a quantity is equal to 300, what is the full amount of the quantity? So we know 10% of the quantity is 300. We're trying to find out 100% of the quantity, or the full amount. Here's a diagram that may help you visualize what's going on. This square represents 100 squares, which represents 100%. I've colored in 10 of them to represent 10%. And that 10% I've colored in is equivalent to 300. Our job is to find out what is the value of the full square. Right, well, here's the technique I like to use. So 10% is equal to 300. We're going to write 10 is equal to 300. We're going to divide both sides by 10. 10 divided by 10 gives us 1. That's equivalent to 1%. And 300 divided by 10 is equivalent to 30. So 1% is equal to 30. So if we go back to our square now, we've figured out what the value of one little square is. 1%, one square is 30. Now we want to find out the full amount, which is 100%. So all we need to do now is multiply by 100 to get the whole square. 1 times 100 gives us 100%, and 30 times 100 gives us 3,000. So the full square was equal to 3,000. Now you can do a quick check afterwards. That's the answer. We can check our answer by going back and saying, is 10% of 3,000 equal to 300? And yes, it is. So we know our answer is correct. All right, example 2. If 18% of a quantity is 432, what's the full amount of the quantity? Well, exactly the same procedure. 18% is equal to 432. So we're trying to find out what 100% of the quantity is, the full amount. So again, here's a diagram with 100%, 100 squares. I've colored in 18 of them to represent 18%, and this 18% is equal to 432. We're trying to find out what the whole square is worth. Right, so the same technique. 18% is equal to 432, so I write down 18 is equal to 432. We divide both sides by 18. 18 divided by 18 gives us 1. That's 1. And 432 divided by 18 gives us 24. So we've managed to find out what 1%, one little square, is equal to, and that's 24. So if 1% is equal to 24, we're trying to find out what 100%, the whole square. We're going to multiply by 100. 1 times 100 gives us 100%, and 24 times 100 gives us 2,400. So the whole square, the original quantity, not the original quantity, the full amount of the quantity is equal to 2,400. Again, we can do a very quick check. 18% of 2,400 gives us 432. We know we're correct. Right, our final example. Daenerys paid a 32% deposit on her new car. The deposit was equal to $2,200. So what was the full price of the car? Well, same thing. 32% is equal to her deposit of $2,200, and we're trying to find 100% of the car. So here's 32% coloured in green. We're trying to find out the full price, the whole square. Same technique. We're going to go 32 is equal to 2,200. Divide both sides by 32 to get 1% is equal to 68.75. And then multiply it by 100 to give us 100% equal to 6,875. So the car was worth $6,875. And our check, 32% of that gives us 2,200, which is correct. Great, thanks very much for watching.